Tonight we're headed to the western edge of Lucas County to visit what many believe is one of the most haunted bridges in northwest Ohio. So this is Gibbs Bridge, and we were out here a few weeks ago checking the place out, and we came across a couple kids in a car that were telling us about the time they came out here with a Ouija board, and they were playing the board in the middle of the bridge, and they started hearing, you get a lot of wind?
Yeah.
They started to hear what they said sounded like, you know, a woman laughing or a girl laughing.
We were sitting in the middle of the bridge. It was terrifying, and we heard like a little girl giggle pretty much, and we left our board here. We don't know where it went. We all just got up and ran.
How long ago was this?
A year ago. Maybe a little more, a year or two ago. I didn't have my license yet, so yeah, over 2 years ago. But, I mean, I have footage of it, but if you want me to bring it up.
Yeah.
Okay. What is your name? Like,
Kyle, say goodbye.
you can't really like hear it in the video, and like I could only hear it when I slowed it down like a ton and like turned it up, and I already had volume maxed out for that clip, but like we heard something. I don't know what it was. Could have been like an animal, and we were just like freaking out, but we heard something.
The place is haunted?
I don't know. I mean, I feel like I wouldn't be surprised. I've heard a lot of stories. People like came here to like commit suicide, and they OD'd together.
Right on the bridge?
Yeah, there was a couple crosses actually from the family. I don't think they're there anymore, but yeah, that was like literally like a year or two ago.
Everybody says they come out here and they get weird voices on tape and they get spirit box stuff.
I think a lot of it is just like there's so much like just like hype built up about it, I guess, you know, like I don't know, like what they say. This is, I don't know if you guys know like what you're supposed to do or whatever, but they say you come out here Saturday at midnight, and you're supposed to park your car in the middle and turn all your lights off, put all the windows down, put your keys on the dash, and honk 3 times. That's what you're supposed to do. But I don't think we've ever actually done that like on the right day, at least.
Came across a comment on one of our videos where somebody says they knew for a fact that somebody committed suicide on the north end of the bridge with a gun, and this happened like 3 or 4 years ago. Now, none of this stuff actually proves that the bridge is haunted, but it does start to add a more sinister type of storyline to what's going on out here at the bridge. A lot of the stories that deal with this bridge deal with people seeing dark shadows. They hear strange voices coming from the woods, coming from underneath the bridge. They catch these weird things in photos, like reflections, but there's nothing there to actually show what was being reflected. They say that somebody committed suicide by hanging themselves from one of these limbs, and that every once in a while you can see an apparition hanging from one of the trees. They claim that a young mother came here and threw her infant over the side of the bridge, and then you can hear the baby crying at night. On these 2 posts here, there's a story that some football players put a wire from one side of the bridge to the other because they're going to play a prank on one of their friends, and when he drove down on his motorcycle, drove down the road, the wire would knock him off the bike. But according to the story, they hung the wire a little bit too high, and when the kid came down through on his motorcycle, it took his head off. None of these stories have any basis in fact. We can't find any documentation that'll show that these stories are real. They're probably just stories that people make up to scare their friends or to try to explain some of the weird behavior that goes on out here. It's probably one of the most popular paranormal spots that people come out to, ghost hunters. And that's probably only because it's a bridge out in the middle of nowhere. You don't really have to ask anyone's permission to be out here. I find that with this bridge, every year there's like some new legend, some new story that comes out. But pretty much, it's just a bridge people come to party, to hang out. And a lot of people come here to do what some people would call black magic, seances and some weird kinds of rituals. A lot of pagan stuff goes on. it's hard to say what is really causing weird activity at this bridge. It's just weird that people would come out here, 3 people so far, 3 stories that we've heard, people coming out here to end their life. And when you mix in all the pagan stuff that goes on out here, or that's said to go on out here, the ritual stuff, kind of creepy, if you ask me. I think there's a lot more going on with this bridge than just ghosts. I think there's maybe some kind of weird energy. People coming out here all the time to try and talk to ghosts. Maybe it's drawing the ghosts in. People coming out here to do rituals and stuff. Maybe that's opening up something to come in. Then of course, if people are coming out here to kill themselves, that's going to definitely draw some weird energy in. And so I think this is probably a bridge that was never haunted to begin with, but became haunted because of all the attention that it's been getting from people. And like with the wind out here, you can hear these trees creak and groan in the wind. It's just a weird sound. I'm a city boy, so I'm not used to all this stuff. But I think a lot of that too, what people say they're experiencing out here, the weird sounds they're hearing, it could be a lot of, wild animals that they're not used to hearing at night. It could be stuff like what we're hearing and going on in the trees right now because of the wind. You're out here at night, you're telling ghost stories and stuff, and you're trying to spook everybody. I think your imagination can run wild. Check out underneath. Damn. Not much to go in there. Not a lot of places to sit. So I wish I had like a boom mic so I could pick up some of these creaking branch sounds. It is kind of nice out here though, peaceful. As the night wore on, an unexpected storm began blowing in from the south. We apologized for the wind noise picked up by our microphones. We tried to edit out as much of this noise as possible. I guess we're going to do let's try an EVP session. Let's try a sesh.
Sesh?
For what?
Stupid light.
Oh yeah. There we go. So now we're at Gibbs Bridge. It's kind of windy tonight. Let's try that one ghost thing. We're gonna give the GhostTube thing a try. This is an app everybody's familiar with. It's like an obelisk. It has 350 words. It's listening right now. So we're going to try and contact anyone who might be out here. We're going to try and contact the people that allegedly came out here to overdose, that ended their lives here. It's me and Josh on Gibbs Bridge. Is there anybody here that'd like to talk to us tonight? You can use this device down here. I don't know if that's an actual contact, but you can, I can't remember how to do it. But it came up and said bored. Why are you bored? We're here to talk, so you don't have to be bored. You want to talk to us? Can you tell us your name?
Flashlight.
Flashlight. Flashlight. Should we take that to mean anything special?
Well, I don't have a flashlight, so
Maybe it's talking about the screen, the lights.
oh, maybe IR lights.
Can you tell us where we're at right now? Do you know where you're at right now? So we have the story of the woman, or it doesn't really say a man or woman, but somebody that hung themselves from a tree. We have the story of the high school kids that strung the wire across the bridge as a prank, and they had it up too high, and when their friend came roaring through on a motorcycle, it took his head off. We got that story. We got the school bus story that was in a fatal car accident and killed everybody aboard. We have supposedly, yeah, and we have the young mother that threw her kid off the side of the bridge, and now you can hear the you're supposed to be able to hear a baby crying at night. A lot of stories about this bridge. None of those stories have any basis in fact that we can tell. But when we were here, we ran into that carload of kids, and they told us about when they had the Ouija board, and they were playing the Ouija board in the middle of the bridge, and they heard what they claimed was a girl laughing, and that ended the session for them. They got out of the area. They left their Ouija board behind. They also claimed that there were 2 people they know of that killed themselves. They overdosed on the bridge in 2020, and then last week we got information that somebody shot themselves, committed suicide at the north end of the bridge. Is there anybody here with us tonight? More than welcome to step up and talk to us if you'd like. Tell us your name. We had 2 words already on the GhostTube app: board and flashlight. Not sure what either of those 2 words mean.
Maybe we're boring.
Maybe. Can you make this device right here light up? Turn on the spirit box. Have all this stuff going. I think that's power. A little bit of everything going. Got a K2, got a spirit box, digital recorder, and the GhostTube app, which, you know, for all intents and purposes is like an obelisk. And we should probably have people come out here and do a seance or a Ouija board session or something. That's probably when the activity is going to happen.
Yep.
Can you come out and say hi to us?
Married.
What?
Married. So that's another word we got. Married. I don't know what the hell that means. Are you telling us you're married?
Or we're married?
Bored, flashlight, married?
Well, maybe it's until
I don't know what that means. Can you tell us where we're at right now? Do you know where you're at? Doesn't it feel like someone's walking through the woods?
Oh, I see the water.
Between the water, the sounds of the creek, and the wind.
Be quiet.
Quiet.
Wow, be quiet. You want us to be quiet?
Grandmother.
Grandmother.
I don't know about that one.
What did it say?
How do you feel?
Water.
Water.
Now see, come on, man. It's spitting out words that we can make.
Sense of.
Yeah. Water, it says. And lo and behold, we're on a bridge right over 10 Mile Creek.
Not.
Not. K-N-O-T, not.
Hanging.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, dude.
Are you
Married.
Married again.
married again?
Well, married.
What are you trying to tell us?
Maybe they tied the knot as a marriage.
Leave me alone.
Holy shit.
Leave me alone.
Leave me alone. Be quiet, leave me alone. Are we bothering you?
Clearly.
Is Josh bothering you? Now see, what's weird for me is how would a ghost know how to manipulate something like this? You know?
Maybe that was the first few words that didn't make any sense.
We're told to be quiet and to leave
me alone.
Leave me alone. We just come out here to talk. I mean, we're not really trying to bug you. We're just interested in knowing more about you and why you're here. And if there's anything we can do to help. Like I said, my name's Chris. This is Josh. We're not out here to bug you. We're really curious about you. You can record this too. I should have been doing that. Can you tell us just one thing about yourself? Can you show yourself to us right now? If I walk the bridge, people say they're supposed to see shadow figures and stuff. Can you come out and what? What?
Watching you.
Watching you.
Watching you.
Who's watching us? Okay. Be quiet. Leave me alone. Watching you. I'm going to walk down here to where somebody is said to have taken their life. I'm not here to bother you. I'm here to talk to you, to find out more about you. Can you tell me about yourself? Is it true you passed away on this spot? Can you tell me why you did it? We're just here to talk. Has it said anything? Are you still watching us? We just want to know your name. That's all. We came out here to talk to you. This device hopefully can help us do that. This right here. I figured tonight there'd be a lot of people out here.
What?
I figured on a night like tonight there'd be a lot of people out here.
Yeah. It's real creepy over in that corner.
What corner?
That one. I don't know why.
Let's take the stuff over there. Like whereabouts was he at?
Right here.
Now when you were saying you were feeling creepy, what do you mean you're feeling creepy?
I don't know, it just feels like there was something like. Did you hear that?
Yeah. There's something out in the woods. Like an animal something.
Yeah.
Niece.
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 Niece, it says.
Well, when you say creepy, I mean what just
Like, sitting here, it just felt like something is, like, in this area. I don't know. Like, something's, like, crouching out there or something. You know what I mean? Like, watching you.
is there somebody over here watching us? Are you the one telling us to leave you alone? This is kind of like got a weird feeling on this side as opposed to where we were.
Or tell us to go away again and we will.
Can you tell us why you're here? Are you stuck here? You trapped here?
Listen.
It says listen. We are listening. We're waiting for you to talk. Or is that you saying that you're listening to us?
Watching and listening.
Oh, that's creepy. So you're a stalker ghost. Just one thing. Just tell us who you are or why you're here, why you choose to remain here. That's all. We're just interested in you. We're interested in your story. Near the end of the investigation, while Josh and I were chatting, we finally received a piece of evidence we were hoping for. A name.
I like Oregon, Perrysburg, Northwood area, because it's like.
Yeah, but that's close to the east side. Sean. So we got a name, we got Sean. Okay. So we finally got a name off of the GhostTube Spirit Box app. Sean.
Sean.
And wouldn't that be something if we could track down like death records
Yeah.
and it came back as Sean? S-E-A-N, Sean. Is that your name, Sean? Is that what you're telling us? All right, Sean, thank you. Our cameras are running low on juice, so that means we got to get going. If there's anything you want to say, just one last thing, I'd appreciate it. Hear that? closet.
Well, that doesn't make any sense. We're in the woods.
Yeah, there ain't no closets out here. I don't know, this app is something to think about now.
Yep. Be interesting if you just left it open at your home.
Yeah, I have, and nothing happens.
Okay. Maybe there's some legitimacy to it.
And other apps that are similar to this that I've downloaded, they're just spitting shit out.
Yep,
You know,
constantly.
Yeah. I was tempted to bring my Ouija board out here.
I have a Ouija board too. It's from Hasbro.
Yeah. So you know it's extra evil.
Sorry. All right.
All right, Sean, we'll leave you be. Appreciate you coming out to talk to us tonight, even if you just wanted us to be quiet and go away. I was really expecting a lot more traffic on this bridge.
Yeah, we got lucky tonight.
Maybe.
Maybe.
What does that got to do with what we were talking about?
Closet and maybe. Now it's just saying random shit.
You're bursting my bubble, man. All right, so that's Gibbs Bridge.
That's Gibbs Bridge.
Now we just got to find out if there was anybody named Sean that lost their life out here. The GhostTube app was very talkative tonight. Unfortunately, none of the other devices we used recorded any activity. The K2 never lit up, no EVPs were recorded, and the spirit box was silent the whole night. Therefore, none of the words revealed by the GhostTube app can be corroborated as being somehow relevant to the investigation or classified as genuine evidence of paranormal activity.
Not cold, but it's cold.